What's good? What's good? How's everybody doing out there? What's good? What up, L? What's going on, L? Um, I want y'all to take a look at this. And this has been going on. I remember, before I show you this, I remember back in 2008, and I had a good friend that was originally from Seattle, Washington. And he moved to New York City. He was a very good, he came here to try to get, a singing career. And he was a real good brother. I mean, we still keep in contact. He actually works for the airport, American Airlines. And I remember back in 2008, there was a conscious event that was going down on 28th Street and 11th Avenue. It was supposed to be a conscious event for Black people. Now, had nothing to do with no racism. This was just a conscious event for Black people. And him and his friend attended this conscious event for Black people. And this is when I really found out that 85 to 95%, I would say 85 to 90% of Black women really can't stand Black men. And this was put out there maybe two months ago that a Black female confirmed this. Like, she loves Black men, but she said that a lot of us women, Black women, just don't like y'all. So I remember when he went to this conscious event, and him, his friend, and his friend's cousin walked into the event. Now, when they walked into the event, everybody was wearing, dashikis. The women was wearing their head wraps and dashiki dresses, and they was wearing dashiki, attire from top to bottom. Now, this was supposed to be a conscious event that I think one of the radio stations had put together for Black folks. And this is where me, him, his friend, and some other friends found out that 85 to 95, maybe 90% of Black women just don't like Black men. And like I said, about 2 months ago, it was confirmed that a lot of Black women said this, that do like Black men. Said, listen, a lot of us don't like it. That's why we always bashing y'all and telling y'all white men are better than us and blah, blah, blah. So they went to this conscious event, and he said the Black women that was there was so nasty towards all the Black men. They was nasty. I mean, just horrible. The Black men tried to approach them. They walked away. The Black men asked them, do they want to dance? They walked away. But as soon as some Caucasian males came to the party, which they could come to any party they want to, they could come and check out, because a lot of white folks do have Black friends. So they came in with their Black friends, and these white Caucasian males had on dashiki. They did the African attire too. And he said the way that these sisters ran to these white men, it was horrible. To the brothers, they treated the brothers like garbage. So my friend, his friend, and some other Black men was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? This is supposed to be a conscious event for Black people to get to know each other, to get together. And these Black women seem like they don't like us. They're going to the white dudes. So they said, let's give it more time. So they stayed inside the event, and there was one, now this is incredible. There was one Afro-Latina female. She was a Black Hispanic female from where was she from? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh man. Colombia. So when she walked into the party with her black friends, she loved the brothers. But something weird and crazy went down. When she started talking to my friend, his friend, her friend, the black American female, grabbed her away and started saying, "What are you doing talking to them black guys?" She said, "Well, I like black men. Isn't it supposed to be a conscious event?" She said, "Yeah, but I'm not here for the black guys. I'm here for the white guys." So she was like, "Wait a minute. This is supposed to be a conscious event. This is supposed to be an event to where black men and black women are supposed to be getting together. What's going on?" So she just kept digging in. She don't like black men and F us. She said, "Okay, if you don't like black men, why are you at this conscious event? Because I know there's women here that feel the same way I do." And then this Afro Latino's like, "Wait a minute, hold on. This is supposed to be a conscious event. Why do y'all hate black men?" She's giving her the story, "Oh, they no good, this and that, and the blah, blah, blah." And it goes on and on and on. So, yeah. So, yeah, Mike, you're right about that. So, the event kept going on. So, my friend, his friend, and a whole bunch of black men said, "Check this out. Apparently, we're not wanted here." So, my friend, his friend was from Washington Heights. So he said, "I know there's a place on 183rd Street. It's a Dominican place where they embrace black men. Let's go there." So they started passing the word around. So my friend and his friend, they all left. So black men started leaving because they started figuring out what was the problem. So this actually made, I think it was on Steve Harvey, or it was on another black show, to where they was like, it was sad that they did this black American conscious event, and the black women just didn't like black men. So the black men left, went to Washington Heights, and found out when they went to Washington Heights, all from the brothers to the women embraced these black men. Embraced them with all the love, and they had a good time. I'm going to let you see something, let you hear something. See, I do my investigations before I start talking.
Hit that subscribe button to help me grow my channel, and share this video with someone who you think may benefit from the conversation. Because by talking about the problem is the only way we'll get to the solution and hopefully start seeing more two-parent households in the black community. It seems as though black women, we have some hatred towards black men. It seems as though we don't like our men. I say that because any opportunity we have to bash or put down black men, black women storm at that opportunity to talk negatively about them, to talk about they're not sugar honey iced tea, they're not stepping up to the plate, they're not providing, they're not protecting us. But statistics shows that only a small percentage of black men aren't taking care of their kids. Only a small percentage of black men are in jail. But we like to emphasize that percentage and put it on all black men, so all black men should suffer. We are always complaining about our men, even when they don't do anything. We put such a high standard on our black men. It's like they can never do anything to please us. If you feel the need to leave,
you heard what she said, and I hear a lot of black women say this. I mean, y'all don't protect us no more. Y'all are in jail. Y'all gay. Y'all all gangsters. Now listen, everybody knows that on this live right now, I dig into a lot of black men and I dig into the black community. But like I said, I'm a fair person. There's black men out there that's very, very strong. There's black men out there that take care of their families, that take care of their kids. There's black men out there that have little businesses. It may not be the most extravagant big business in the world, but there's black men that do take care of their kids. Okay, I know true. Yes, Mike. I know black men right now that the women ran out. The women ran out, and the black men are working 2 and 3 jobs to take care of their son or daughter. Yes, Mike. Okay? I know, I see it. I know a black man right now. Hey, what up, Juggernaut? What's going on, B? Yes, sir. What's going on, Juggernaut? I'm glad you stepped in. I know a black man right now that he has a daughter. And when I see this man hurt, it hurts me. His mother of his child has 2 kids, one by him and one by a guy who works for the MTA. Now, the guy who works for MTA makes a lot of money. Everybody know MTA makes a lot of money. They make ookie dook money, especially if they what position they do, the overtime, promotion. Everybody know this, and he barely takes care of his daughter. Now, my friend has a daughter. You know what my friend was doing? My friend got from the judge because my friend can't work no more because he has epilepsy. And everybody know epilepsy is dangerous. So a lot of jobs, they don't like to hire people epilepsy because you have an epilepsy attack. You fall and start flopping like a fish and you crack head, you die on the premises. The companies feel they're responsible. So he had to stop working and they gave him SSI or SSD. And because of his condition, they give him like $13.50 a month. Now the judge says, okay, you have to pay your own way. You have to pay for your rent. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. Okay, this is what I'm telling you to do. Since you have this problem, you're going to give your daughter $100 a month. That's it. That's all. Because of my friend has a big heart, and his daughter is connected with her daughter from another guy. He gives her $300 a month. He gives her Yo, what's up, Drew? He gives her $300 a month. So she is a piece of crap saying that if you don't give me $400 a month, now you can't see your daughter. And he's going crazy. He's crying. He's going back and forth to court. Now, there was a judge that handled the case, a female judge, and by the grace of the Lord, she was on his side. She was from Trinidad or Guyana or Jamaica, one of them. And she said, wait a minute, you're telling me that you pay this female $300 a month when I told you to give her $100 and you haven't seen your daughter in 6 months? This was going to happen. I'm going to judge right now. You're not going to give her no more child support until you see your daughter. And she stamped it, put it through the system, and now he hasn't seen his daughter in about 3 years. Because she said, well, if you don't give me no money, you're not going to see your daughter. But the judge told me not to. I don't care what the judge says. And this is what happens. You do have black men out there that's hard working, blue collar workers that would take care of their kids. You got black men out there that start programs and take care of their kids and take care of other people's kids. When I was dating women with kids, I don't do it no more. But when I did, I took care of me, I took care of the female, and I took care of the kids. And I didn't have to do that because I didn't lay down with this female and have these kids. So you can't tell me black men, all black men, a lot of us have our issues and have our problems, but we're not all bad like that. And a lot of black women see this. They see the schemes that a lot of these sisters are doing. Now they're going to start monitoring with the child support because let's face it, a lot of women will take the child support money, get their hair done, get their nails done, going out to clubs. And that money that this man is giving to his child, She's taking this money and partying with it. Yeah, Juggernaut, yeah. This ratchetness, you right about that. You right about that. This ratchetness. And this is what's going on right now. Right now, this ratchetness. But this is what a lot of these black women are doing. This what they're doing. They're taking the child support money and they're using it for them. And then if you have something to say, then you can't see your kids. Then if you stop, and I'll tell the judge, and I'll call the cops and tell the cops that you hit me, and that's what happens. They try to jam you up. They try to jam you up. This hate that's been going on with black women hating black men and the stuff that they're doing, they're going to get caught up into their own bullcrap. They are going to get caught up into their own bullcrap. I'm seeing it every day. I have friends that's going through hell right now paying child support, and they won't even let them see their kids. And then if the system don't like black men, you're done. Because they're going to jam you up even worse. But by the grace of the Lord, this female was on my friend's side. She was on his side, and she was with him 100%. She said, you would not give no more child support, no more, until she lets you start seeing your daughter. You're right, Juggernaut. But Juggernaut, I heard something about this sister. Oh, I'm going to put some people on. I don't know if a lot of y'all know about this. They said the reason why the judges and the DA, the system pushes child support, they're not looking out for the women. When the judges and the DA retire, they get some of that child support in retirement. That child support just don't go to the female. It goes to the system too. So when they retire, they get half that money. I found this out 4 years ago from a brother that you gotta subscribe to. His name is Philip Scott, the Philip Scott Show. You gotta subscribe. That brother has a lot of content. Hold on for a minute. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Anyway, yeah, I heard about that. Yes, I heard about that. I didn't know that they get a cut. The DA and the judges, when they retire, some of that child support money, they stick in their retirement. Horrible. Very horrible. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show y'all something. Hold on. The Bronx is out of control with gun violence.
Showing results that the Bronx is out of control with gun violence.
This is what's going on in the hood when I say the hood is out of control. This is what's going on in the hood. This crap needs to stop. This needs to stop, and it needs to stop now.
One of them, the kids run back here for cover into the school. Fortunately, nobody was hit by all of these bullets that were fired, multiple rounds in total. Now, here's that video where you can see the gun battle playing out from multiple angles. You see the young kids walking hand in hand with their parents as school gets out just before 3 o'clock when gunfire then echoes to a nearby parking lot, causing them to retreat for cover. All of this happened feet from the entrance to the boys' prep school on East 150th Street. And this morning, police are trying to identify the 5 guys in their teens or 20s who were shooting at one another. Meanwhile, yesterday in the Bronx, school safety agents found students carrying guns at 2 different high schools in the borough. A 15-year-old prompted a lockdown at Mott Haven High after that was found in his backpack. 18-year-old brought a gun in his backpack at Stevenson High in the Bronx as well. Both were discovered during security scans. Well, then at FDR High School in Brooklyn, a 17-year-old was taken in after a loaded gun was found on him inside the building. He was fighting with someone in the cafeteria, and that is when it was discovered. There are no security scanning machines in that school, however. Each of these guns has been confiscated, the teens taken into custody. However, the 5 responsible for the
That's why I said the hood is out of control. And to the female here that says she swears Cynthia G keeps spitting the truth, let me tell you something, honey. I don't just get on black women. I get on black men. I tear black men more up than I tear black women. Everybody can tell you right now. I don't just get on black women. I will rip black men apart if we do, like I'm doing right now. That's why I put the hood is out of control. Because that's all we doing is shooting each other up. So, sweetheart, we could agree to disagree. You can talk about Cynthia G and all her stuff. I don't care. But I do get on black men. Trust me, I do. I rip black men apart. And I don't rip black men apart and black women apart. I love my race. That's the problem. When you can't give your race tough love, everybody gets into their feelings, man. How are we going to straighten ourselves out if we can't tell the truth, sweetheart? How can we? You explain to me. So are we supposed to keep sugarcoating stuff? You get on here, I swear Cynthia G keeps spitting the truth. For what? Because I'm telling the truth? I always get on black women and black men because I love my black American people. Period. I want to see us do better. That's the problem. I'm tired of us doing stuff like this to each other. So I don't know where you come with all this stuff. And they do need to bring back stop and frisk. I'm going to show you another one. This is the hood being out of control. This is it.
Tonight, new surveillance video is highlighting the problem of surging gun violence in the Bronx.
All right, one clip shows a wild drive-by shooting where at least 4 people on the streets were hit by bullets. Police say another video shows a group of teenagers shooting a fruit vendor in the head with a BB gun.
And they believe that that same group also targeted a subway conductor. Antoine Lewis is here now with details and how leaders in the borough are trying to fight back. Antoine?
Trying they are, Lori. Now, for some time now, Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark has been calling on the state to change its New York's Raise the Age law, which she says is not properly steering young people away from gun violence. Now, her voice is getting even louder because this most recent incident happened close to home. This is Citizen App video of the scene of a drive-by shooting in the Williamsbridge section of the Bronx Wednesday night. Just after 5, police say a 26-year-old man and a 60-year-old woman were innocent bystanders when a black SUV drove by and shots rang out from the back seat. 2 other young men, a 15 and an 18-year-old, were also hit. The 18-year-old is in critical condition. Surveillance video shows people running for cover just after the shooting, which happened near Burke and Barnes Avenues. Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark reacts to this most recent incident of gun violence in her borough, more specifically, her own neighborhood.
The shootings that happened last night happened in the very precinct in which I live. I just happened not to be home, but it was in my home, so I feel what the residents of the Bronx feel because I am one of them.
Clark says the majority of gun crimes in the Bronx involve young people and wants state laws changed to keep underage gun cases in criminal court instead of family court, where she says true accountability is not happening.
Right now, the laws that they have to explain.
This is crazy. Now to the female that put this in here, I swear Cynthia G keeps spinning the truth. Now we're going to get on the brothers, man. Brothers have to start stepping up and putting these young kids in check. That's what they need to start doing. See, because I remember when I grew up, I'm 51 years old. I remember when I grew up in the Bronx, you couldn't disrespect no elders. If you had beef, the beef was between you and that person, not you and an innocent elderly person or a kid. New York City is getting out of control, Mike. And it's going to get, like I said before, Mother Stream, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because now they told me if you have no record, you can get your license and get a concealed carry. Oh, my goodness, man. But these brothers, older brothers, need to start stepping up to the plate, man. They got to put these young kids in check, like we got put in check. I was born on 181st Street and Walton Avenue, and I was raised in Yonkers, New York. And both places, we got put in by our elders, man. Those older brothers put us in our place. Listen, you got beef, no kids, no women, no elderly people. Take care of that beef with you and him. Matter of fact, put the guns down. Us elders are going to get together. You're going to put on some gloves and you're going to box it out instead of shooting each other. We want to see how tough y'all really are, and y'all going to box it out. Then you're going to shake hands and y'all going to go play basketball. Thanks, Mike. That's what's going to happen. But these young kids, the hood is out of control right now, man. I don't know if anybody knows, but they said the whole weekend of the 4th of July, New York just went nuts. They were shooting everybody. Innocent people got killed. This is crazy. Put it this way, man. Black people need to start waking up and getting together before it's too late. All this hate between women and men, it's got to come to a cease. It's got to come to a cease. It has to. Because we going Chicago. Yeah. Yes, it's Chicago, New York, LA, Nashville, Tennessee. It's getting horrible. Negroes got to stop this, because what's happening right now is these racist white supremacists say, listen, we don't have to do nothing. We could just sit back and watch all these niggas kill each other, and we have to do nothing. We just have to do nothing. We sit back and have to do nothing. You don't think white folks talk about this? The black men hate the black women. The black women hating the black men. They're shooting each other up. They're having kids. And I'm like, you think they're not talking about this, man? Are you serious? They're talking about us right now. And if we don't get ourselves together, it ain't going to help us out no more. Yes, NYPD is doing nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. I am a public safety officer. Y'all know this. In the city of New York, we have it more harder than them. We try to do more work than them. We have to start doing something. We got to bring back the police athletic league. We got to bring back the camps. We got to bring back the FOIs to come and bring these kids and put them at attention and put them in like a drill camp. That's what we got to do. Yeah, and we don't carry no weapons on our patrol. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Horrible. But yeah, we take care of Midtown. From the public safety to the security guard, we take care of Midtown. Listen, I've been down with the New York City Guardian Angels from 1986 to right now. And I was there in the crack era. We knew about the crack era. We fought hell and high water to fix Midtown Manhattan up. And now it's back to crack. Now it's back to crack. You got drug heads, you got the mentally ill, and a lot of people are what they call are ignoring the mentally ill, and the mentally ill is pushing people in train tracks. The mentally ill are stabbing people while you're not even thinking about it. There's a lot of mentally ill people out here that need help. But what do the city do? The city takes money and they make all these high-rise buildings. They make all these fancy malls and say the hell with the homeless and the hell with the mentally ill. This is what they do. So a lot of us black men, we got to say the hell with this in the hood, and we got to put these young kids in check. We got to put these young kids in check because it's the young kids going around shooting up the hood. They shooting everybody up. Everybody's getting shot up. These young punks out here are going around with guns shooting the whole hood up. And listen, that 62-year-old man that got killed in the Bronx, he was just sitting there and everybody knew him, and these young kids were shooting at each other or getting shot at, and he gets a bullet right to the chest, and he had nothing to do with it. We got to get together and do something. We have to. We have to get together. And this hate, like the female here talking about Cynthia G. I was subscribed to Cynthia G, so I know how she is. But when I talk on both sides. I'm not one of these dudes that's just going to talk about black women. No, I'm going to talk about both, because we both need a lashing. We both need tongue lashing. It's called tough love. I hope y'all liked my little segment. Maybe some of it got to people like the female that was on there, but we could agree to disagree. You can like, share this, subscribe, tell people about my channel, and my next live will be probably within a couple of days. Thanks for everybody that watched and listened and gave their opinions. And I hope everybody's going to have a safe night tonight. Peace and one love.